Okay, welcome to this application video looking at the Banner T30R radar sensor for a couple of specific applications I have for a customer. It's actually two applications. One, we're just looking for presence absence of a target that they will supply within a couple of feet of the sensor. The other one is looking to make sure that pipe is in place in like a pipe carrier, pipe holder. So what I've got here, the components of the system. By the way, my name's Carter Massey with Automated Dynamics. Thanks for joining us. So I've got the T30R Banner radar sensor. Maybe I'll show you the housing there at the end of it. And right now, just so you guys can see the sensor turning off and on, this is a sensor that can do measurement, but we're just doing presence absence for these two applications. So you can do some analog measurement or you can do IO link measurement. So here we have, this is a S15 indicator light from Banner. Just to show you something, if we have a target that comes in, it'll turn yellow. So it's just a great high visibility indicator that you can attach to sensors in line with an N12 connection. So the first application I was going to cover was just was a pipe application to see if pipe was in place. I don't have pipe lying around the shop, but I do have this pipe shaped brush assembly for a Minn-Kota trolling motor that I had to replace recently because I hit something I shouldn't have hit and broke the little stabilizer pin off of it. So made for a good application. Now this is actually aluminum. The sensor I think does even better with like a steel ferrous target. So, and I say I think because I've been selling Banner and supporting Banner and working on applications for a very, very long time. But I'm kind of new to the radar technology, especially this new frequency that we've just come out with. So anyway, I'm learning this as well, but nothing like learning by working on, no better way to learn than working on an application. So here they just want to sense that a pipe is in place and with a certain cutoff. We know the range the pipe will be in. So this particular one, I've got this string here, that's my rough cutoff. And so if I put the pipe in place, behind the string, you'll see that we are not getting, it's not sensing that. And just move this around a little bit, you'll see we did not sense that pipe. If I put it in front of the string, now we're sensing the pipe. So that way they could ignore, a background, for instance. It's really pipe present and absence, but if you had something behind there that was a decent target for the radar, you can set that cutoff distance at a particular distance. Just give you some side to side, pipe is swinging. We're still sensing it. Just to show you that we are sensing the pipe. There's a little too far, and there's a little too far. Angles can handle a decent amount of rocking. So for that application, it looks like a winner. So you can feel comfortable testing it with that one. The second one was they have a target that will pass through, and they just want to see when that target comes to this position. It kind of helps rehome a position. The target is yet to be decided, and they even have some control over that, which is fantastic. So for the target that I was looking at, I was trying to come up with some things. So I just got some rebar pieces and stuck them together. I think their target's going to be much bigger, which will work even better. So I'll slide it in and out using this board. The wood is not a very good target. And just to show that, if I slide this in and out of here, you'll see that we're not getting a good return on this. So, and if I put the piece of rebar on there, you'll see that we're sensing that just fine. So as we come in and out, we're sensing it. I put like a 200 millisecond off delay on this particular sensor just to help the video, and I don't think in this application that's really going to be a problem. So now if I'm rotating this target, still doing very, very well. And of course, it's not a very big target. So if we had I've had a larger target. And the reason I did this, and this is just me trying to figure out some of the nuances of radar, is I know that it likes edges. I know it likes, the edge of a cylinder like this. It also likes kind of crevices, things that can return a signal. This is probably a poor analogy because I don't know all the technology yet, but think of it like a water hose. If I've got like a flat plate, and I hit water hose at an angle, well, as we know, every angle has an equal and opposite re-angle when hitting a flat surface. So with these edges, it just gives us better sense of return. And I did this crisscross pattern because it could be oriented a couple of different directions. So anyway, it worked out pretty darn well. So that's this target. If you have old Dish Network satellite stands laying around, you'll see that this was almost my pipe application. So they'll have pipe diameters that are going to vary. And then this thing just has so much metal on it, it just makes for a good target. So thought that would be kind of cool. And you can make it look like some kind of tank. That's kind of stupid. Let's see here. Then the other thing I have, this is actually a target that Banner makes for radar sensors. It's not the enclosure itself because the plastic is almost ignored by the radar sensor. If it's completely perpendicular, it can sense certain things, and if we were looking at the software, then we could kind of get a feel for the signal strength. But in this application, of course, if you can see the light. Let's see here. Yes, you can still see the lights. So I'm behind the string, so the sensor's going to ignore this target. If I come in front of the string, then now we're sensing that just fine. Now if I go to severe angles, we're still sensing it just fine. And we can sense it all the way up to this. So if this target comes and goes, it's a good one. And so this target, as is probably not going to be a good choice. But what you can do is you can get a feel for what it looks like. We basically just have this almost like a corner of a cube. I believe Banner calls it a corner cube, go figure. It just sends back an incredible return right back at the sensor. So just to give you a feel, if I put that box at an angle, you see that we're not sensing that. If I go straight on, I can see it. And the signal strength is really, really low. So certain targets like that are even pretty simple to ignore using the configuration software. But now that I get this target, you see it's doing a phenomenal job. So there you go. A couple of different applications for the radar sensor. Hope this helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.